Hi everyone, welcome to another video from our Ivy and the Inky Butterfly page. Today we have this flower to colour, and I thought we would have a go at a yellow flower. We haven't really done a lot of yellow on this page, probably because I'm quite scared of colouring in yellow, to be honest, but I thought it was about time I had a go and be gentle on me, and I'll have a go at doing some yellow. Now I find it a little easier with yellows to do some brown or orangey yellows to blend in with brighter yellows, and that seems to work a little better for me, so that's what I'm going to do. So we're using our Castle Art Soft Touch pencils as we have been for all of these pictures, and I'm actually going to start with the cinnamon pencil, and I'm going to do the sort of central part of the flower here. And I'm just going to actually treat, we've got two pieces here, but it's quite small. I'm going to treat it all as if it was one. And I'm just going to go around the edge of that bit. And I want to make it dark on the edge and a bit lighter in the middle. And the idea of that is that hopefully it will give it a little bit of shape. So we do want some colour in the middle, which I'm trying to just gently apply, and more layers around the outside. We can emphasise that a little, sorry my hand was probably over the top, on the petals as well. So that's our cinnamon, and that's going to be the sort of darkest colour we use with regards to the, excuse me, with regards to the petals. I will use it actually on these little seeds. It's quite going to be a bit tricky to get it into the little circle without going outside of the lines, but I'll do my best. I'm not particularly good, as you know, at staying in the lines. They've gone out here as well, and you can actually see more clearly than me because it's zoomed in, and you may be looking on a large screen. I've only got a little screen, and I can't really see yellow ochre light particularly well, but we're going to use this on the insides of all of the petals, and that will hopefully give the idea of a bit of shadow. And I'm going to sort of fade it as I go up the petal. I find that yellows can be a little tricky to blend, which is why I'm going to be a little bit extra careful about making sure I fade it really well. Okay, and hopefully that will look a little better. We'll see. I don't know why I find yellows difficult. I find yellows and purples hard. Purples because they can go a bit muddy and grey looking if you with certain colours and blends, so that it's not that they're difficult, it's that they don't always look brilliant. Now with this one I'm going to do a bit here and go under. I can hear a noise in here. It's really weird today. Yesterday I was in here, I could hear a sort of dripping noise, and I thought it was the sort of pipes expanding. Today I can hear a white noise. I've actually confiscated my son's phone that's in here, so I don't know whether it's that. I say confiscated. It's a bit not. He's doing his work next door, his school work, college work, sorry, and it distracts him a lot. So I've taken it away to try and encourage him, because I said, you know, if he can get his work done quickly, he might get a bit of time off later. But if he keeps distracting himself with his phone all the time, he'll end up working for a long time. So it's just something to try today and see if it works. I was going to move to the terracotta light, but I think it's going to be a little bit similar, although a more gradual colour change with yellows is easier. I'm actually going to try moving to the cadmium yellow and see where that takes us. You notice I didn't actually do a darker bit under there. I'm not sure whether that was a good idea. I just wanted it to look a little bit different. Now because I find the yellows tricky, I'm going to go over the top of what I've done already and then take that colour out further. And I think that's working. Just a matter of taking it a little bit more slowly and concentrating really. I think having some confidence too, you know. Even though I've practiced colouring a lot, I've been doing it a long time, still sometimes, you know, not sure about whether something's going to really work. And you've got to give yourself a little bit of a talking to and say, come on, give it a try. And it's quite daring when I'm doing something like this, because I can't not show you this video because it's part of this whole page, you know. I don't have another copy of this book, so it all goes horribly wrong. You'll get to see it, but that's why I'm just doing it slowly. I think we'll use a bit here too. This petal on the front here might be a bit lighter. It's a bit closer to us, isn't it? There we go. And then I want a lighter yellow. I think, yeah, oops. I think this cadmium yellow light sort of would naturally be the next colour down. You can see we're sort of quite a browny yellow. It's not a really bright yellow, and I'm okay with that. But I'm going to go over all of it, and it will make it look more vibrant. Now I'm not going to do any shade or shadow, I mean underneath these folded over leaves, because I'm not confident that it's going to look right. So I'm actually just going to leave it, and I'm just going to colour those in a slightly lighter yellow and hope that it just works. Now this flower actually looks a bit orchid-like. I don't know whether it would be a yellow flower, but I don't mind. Sometimes I want to make them look really real, if you can see exactly what it's supposed to be, and it can be fun. But Johanna doesn't draw in that way. You know, she likes to mix things up a little bit, take an idea from here and then an idea from there. And so it isn't, we don't have to try and conform to nature. Okay, I'm just gonna play with it a little bit. There we go. And our last one, I'm thinking probably this golden yellow deep. Although it's called golden yellow deep, it's quite a pale yellow really, I find. And I'm probably going to go over all of it. It's quite vibrant though, isn't it, actually, this one. Make it shine. It's actually it's brighter than I thought. Maybe these are a little bit too bright, but they're done now. But I'm enjoying that vibrancy and warmth, which is always nice. I do like yellow. I love the colour yellow. I love, I'm not a big fan of springtime for various reasons, but I do like seeing the yellow crocuses and daffodils with their, you know, really vibrant colours. It gives, it's very energising yellow and warm, which is nice. Okay, I'm happy with that now that we've done, you know, only 5 colours. We've done our flower. Now we need to think about greens. Now I'm looking at the greens that we have, and I'm thinking, excuse me, sorry, I'm just wiping my nose. The more olivey greens I think would be probably work better. What I'm going to do, let's see, we've got this cadmium green, which although it looks quite pale on the end here, is actually a little dark. Just realised I haven't got my lamp on. I don't know whether it's necessary really. It's on now anyway. It's quite sunny in here and bright. I've had a chat with my husband. He's going to buy me a different blind for this window, because when the sun comes right across the desk, across the book, it casts quite strange shadows from the tripod. So at the moment, because we're only in April, the sun isn't very high, so it's only a short period of time, so I can just not film. Because if I close the blind in here, which I did in another video which you may have seen, it's red, so it makes everything red. This is chrome green. I thought my camera and the lamp might just adjust enough, but it doesn't. Still has a tinge of red. So he's going to grab me a blind, which is kind of him. yeah, it's quite cheap. We found one for £20, and all we'll have to do is put it up where this one is, so the fittings are already here, so it's really easy. We don't need the fittings so much as just change the blind over to a sort of pale colour. If we get a blackout blind, we can just work with the lamp, and hopefully that will be okay. It's nice to have the natural light though in here this morning. So here is, that's our finished flower. I'm not going to fiddle with it anymore. If you did want slightly duller backs of petals where it's turned, you could erase slightly and then use, say, a primrose yellow or a golden yellow, or even a light lemon yellow on it. But actually I'm quite fond of how bright it is, so I'm going to leave it like that for me. So that's me for today. So I hope that was okay. Just a short one again. Obviously this page is all full of shorts, short videos, but what it means is if I can catch up with myself and get quite a few done, I might be able to do some longer ones in the mornings. It just depends on where I'm at really, and what I'm up to. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like if you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, I always appreciate it if you do. Thank you so much, and happy colouring.